Alright, gentlemen, last week we had a lovely stealthy adventure with a few of you. Some of you were left back to guard the entry point. Who wants to sum this up and fill in those who are at the entry point? Cleok, I believe you were talking about some of last week's endeavors.
Let me tell you, these guys make so much noise. It's amazing we didn't get caught.
Something like that. So, long story short, we decided to, determine it's like, hey, what are we actually looking for? Is it in this cave? So, Saradin, myself, and Yanovan went in while Cookie and Rio stayed behind to secure our exit, basically make didn't get lost, etc., etc., or have a way out. That was our in-game excuse for not taking you in here. So, we followed the tracks of the guys that we had kind of noticed at the beginning, and we stealthily tracked them and basically came upon them and decided instead of jumping them, we followed them back into the base camp. And then, while we were trying to decide on a course of action, something set off the alarm. That wasn't us, and a whole bunch of people stormed out of the camp, leaving only a skeleton crew in the camp, which we went all Metal Gear Solid on. That went pretty smoothly, for the most part.
I think it went incredibly smoothly.
But we did set off the alarm as we were found out as we were leaving, and so part of the path down was a one-way path. Basically, it's an icy cave, and there was a steep decline that's really icy that we could slide down, but it would be difficult to get back up for those of us less fortunate who fly. So we did find a map that showed us how to get out of the cave, as far as the normal path goes, but we chose not to go down that path in the hopes that our pursuers would expect us to go down that path, and we wouldn't want to get sandwiched. So now at this point, we're at the bottom of the one-way ramp, trying to decide how we want to finish our escape, or whether we want to just scream and cry for help to say, Cookie, save us. I mean, save Theoden and Donovan, because I can fly up.
And that is where we left off last week, with you heading down that tunnel back to that one-way section. However, we need to rewind time a little ways. A certain individual has not partaken. They've been at the base of the cave, the entrance, guarding. During this time, they had some adventures of their own.
I just got disconnected.
That is odd. Two of you got disconnected.
I can still hear him.
No, disconnected from the game server.
Yeah, I got disconnected from the game.
Okay. Well, I'm home. I'm taking out Pupper and feeding her, and I'll be on.
Nom 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 nom.
You said eating, not feeding. And that's not what the stupid thing was supposed to do.
Did we land our ship or land a little
Flyer, what did we do?
You went up to the edge and put out a boarding plank and climbed over.
Ah, boarding plank. Okay.
I see drawing something. Whether there should actually be anything on this map, I don't know. Beyond the blank canvas.
For right now, it's just that place canvas. I was just getting the players in place.
I see.
All right. I need to step away for just a minute. You guys can discuss your plans and get a kind of an idea of what you want to do, since you're heading back towards the one-end route.
So on this picture, the ship is like over here-ish.
This is what I would guess.
Okay. And there was a path that diverged, you all said?
Mm-hmm.
And you took one of them?
There were multiple paths that diverged, yes, but we followed the tracks, and
Ah,
the
you
three of us
followed.
do have a map. Now we did find a map, and so we could
Okay.
get out with the intended path, but we didn't want to get.
Hmm.
So those of us going down to the bottom of the one-way ramp are one. We can determine if we were followed. If so, we can take potential defensive positions. If we gave them the slip, thinking that we would take the actual exit, then we could, if we have any rope left after tying up like 6 guys, then maybe I can anchor a rope up at the top and that Sarah and Donovan climb up. But that, of course, depends on if
You are aware that there's more rope to be had if you got Cookie's help.
Oh, I'm quite aware. It's just that I think I remember last week that maybe if we made enough commotion, we would get your attention. But I don't know if we need to get your, have so much commotion to try and get your attention yet.
Because we might also get unwanted attention.
How far was the ship from the cave mouth?
I don't know.
Dar and Carl will be in far.
We put down a boarding plank. I don't know whether the ship flew off or is still kind of stationed there.
You know what? That doesn't matter. In D&D terms, the range of the ship-mounted weapons is immense. Because each one of those
I'm
ships
pretty
has
sure we
like
are the
500
ship-mounted
yards.
weapons.
No, there are. There's a light catapult and a light ballista on the ship. And it's possible that we could use that. Cause some ruckus.
Do we want ruckus?
At this point, yeah.
Well, ideally, you want to just slip back into the ship and we depart and no one knows any better.
But needless to say that the scouting party from last week isn't sure whether the commotion was caused because you guys were found out or whether it was because of something else. Because we do know that they were scouting, that the party we were following was scouting different like checkpoints or the entrances into this place, which we're at one of them. So we don't know if there was a second party that happened to stumble upon you that sounded some sort of alarm, or whether they found something at one of the other entrances and will be able to potentially escape pretty.
Yeah.
That being said, there weren't a massive amount of people left at the camp that we remember. But I guess it depends on if they took time to like revive people and untie people to the people, because we didn't actually kill any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Although maybe I played Kleok a little bit out of character just because I had to make an intimidation check. I basically threatened the guy that if he squeals, we kill him. And if he had squealed, I don't know if I would actually kill him or not. I probably would have.
Fine. Mr. Incredible did an intimidation check. Well. We didn't really know anything when y'all went in, so how would I set about guarding this?
I guess keeping a watch. I don't know. I don't know what our goal was. We were just looking for a convenient excuse as to why we would go spelunking without the entire party.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so hopefully you guys got your plan.
I mean,
And
it's kind of difficult to have a plan other than do we think we're being followed? Yes. Take defensive positions? No. Maybe me try and anchor a rope at the top of the slide and they climb up.
those are still some decent ideas.
I would say you should go try the rope.
But we've rewound time, so what's happening?
Yes. So, Cookie, you and Rio are left here at the entrance to where the ship dropped you all off.
Okay.
There's a fire there that you all restoked and had been using.
Okay.
The others headed off this branch here. That heads down to the side to your right. The other way has been undiscovered or disclosed. The footprints that they were following curved off that way as well.
Okay.
Ryu is taking a nap,
Right.
curled up next to the fire. You may make a perception check.
One second. I think I'm at +3.
I had Rio in the perfect position there.
I was trying to move her closer to the fire.
20.
After a while, you hear some sliding and scraping of ice. And then things go quiet.
Scraping of ice?
Yes, like plate mail scraping down ice.
From the direction that my team went?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
What do you choose to do?
I want to go, like, where I can still see the camp and Ryu and see if I can see any more down where they are.
You don't see anything down that way.
Hmm.
It just looks like the tunnel goes down and on that way.
Well, I'll just stay alert then and see if anything comes.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
19.
Good. Another hour passes. And then another hour. And then a while later you hear some noise coming from the other direction.
Oh boy.
Sound of footsteps. Very
Uh-oh.
different from your companions with that roll.
Can't hide.
You have the ability to jump out into the endless void, or try to call the ship back and get on. Head down with your companions, or stay here and wait to see what happens. Unless you can come up with something else, which I'm always for.
Um,
Is it the Jeopardy theme song?
That always works.
Wait a minute. This is a, I don't have enough. What is the terrain like that I'm on?
Ice cavern.
Uh-huh. It's icy, right?
Yes.
And there's a void at the end, right?
This edge is kind of broken off into basically the outside of the mountain.
Okay, so I have the equivalence of an oil of slipperiness.
There is a bit of a ridge here. It kind of comes up to about waist height.
Oh, yeah, they could catch on that.
So it's almost like this is kind of like a bunker, but it's
Okay.
more natural formed.
I can't leave Ryu sleeping. And I think, yeah. Well, okay. I call for the ship. And I figure if we present a ship target, we'll direct whatever's coming down that tunnel at us. I wake up Ryu,
Okay.
get back on the ship.
What is your means for calling the ship?
Oh, that's a good question. Surely we would have talked about a means for calling the ship.
You would think. I haven't heard one.
I thought the ship was still docked. When did the ship leave?
Oh, no. They were going to pull away, so it wasn't totally obvious to other people looking. So what signal are you going to give them?
Okay. In that case, a logical signal would be... Sound's not going to work. An explosion of some kind. But Cookie's not good with those kind of things.
Keep in mind you would have made the decision on it as a group, so it could be something someone else has that you may have to try to mimic now.
Yeah, this is a signal that can be sent. A large fire on the ridge. And we were going to achieve it, if nothing else, by, destroying a flask of oil on the fire. That would get a large fruish, at least for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that would be a signal that we could pull off. And so that's what I do. I throw down the oil flask on the fire, shatter it.
Okay. After a while, the ship comes back, just mere minutes, and they hop off and help you get... Are you two getting on the ship, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I thought so. We can honestly expected the other people to be coming, but I thought maybe if we use the shipboard ballista, it would provide better weaponry than my daggers.
True, but I was asking for a very important reason.
Okay. So by myself, that's the best I could pull off, I think.
Alright, so you and Ryu head back to get on the ship, and as you do, load.
All I'm hearing is that we may need to roll new characters because we're about to get pincered. Yes.
Cookie, look what is right before you.
3 somethings.
Yes, 3 individuals are peering down at you. They're like, "Hey! Intruder!" One of them turns.
And leaves to get help.
The other
Of
two
course.
advance. What do you want to do? You have the ship right there behind you, and you have 2 guys advancing on you.
And Ryu is a non-combatant. Dang it.
Ryu's groggy.
Um,
You can take him. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure I can't.
Use some of that wild magic.
At this moment in time, what makes sense to Cookie? Cookie sees them, and you know what? I think running sounds like what Cookie would want to do right now. And so, running is something I can do. Cookie casts a spell. No unusual effects. And he is able to move as a bonus action. And Cookie books it down this hallway.
Oh, so you're gonna run down the hallway. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you having Rio get on the boat or come with
Yeah,
you?
Rio, get on the boat.
Okay. What commands do you tell her to pass on to the captain? Be- or do you have a way to communicate with her?
I don't have a
Or the
way to
captain.
communicate. I don't know where our group's at, but our cover's blown, so we need to get out of here really soon. So tell the captain to stick around if he can.
Okay. As you run,
Okay.
the captain hollers out, "There's a few other of these ports along the way. Send a flare or fire out from them and we'll know which one to go to."
Okay. Well, that's handy.
Okay. So they're on the boat. How fast are you moving?
My speed is going to be 90
Okay.
per round.
They're going to head to the ship then, because there's no way they can keep up. They're going to shoot some shots at it. I need you to roll a dex save. And I think everyone else knows why. Running 90 feet per round, heading right for...
I wonder why there was skip marks on that ice.
Well, that was a 17 dex save.
Nice.
You slide and are about to fall hard on your butt, and you catch yourself and just spin very gracefully down this 30-foot chute of ice.
Okay.
That's why there was
straight down.
That's why there was armor marks on it.
You get to the bottom and you're like, whew. You look up and you see a distinct sign of heavy metal scraping for 30 feet.
Oh, I see.
It's very dim light conditions, so you can see ish. So,
Okay.
you continue down the way. Are you just going to charge full speed, or?
Am I being pursued?
You don't know. Not that you know of yet.
Then yes, I'm gonna continue at the speed I'm going.
After a few rounds, you hear a large horn bellow. You remember Helm's Deep, the large horn?
Yes.
Yeah, that. And you see bits of ice that were loose chip off the ceiling and go scattering all over the floor. The whole mountain seems to reverberate.
Now who thought that was a good idea? Cause an avalanche. Idiots.
What do you do?
Well, I keep going.
Okay. So, quite a while passes. I need you to roll a perception.
Okay.
Cleok, are you leading the group still?
Sure.
Any perception check from you?
I've had nothing but good rolls tonight. 22.
I believe that is 20.
Okay. About an hour and a half in, maybe 2 hours. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember offhand. You both detect a shadow up ahead of you. Klex, it's about where that first junction was that you guys got to. Not the one right near base, but the one before it.
Ah, great. We might have come across one of them. Get ready, guys. And I try and hide then to prepare for an ambush.
Okay. You can roll stealth if you want.
So I still have advantage from last week.
It's up to Yonovan and Saradin if they want to stealth or if they're going to follow your lead or not. Cookie, what are you doing?
I'm still covering ground. Is this
You're
just
charging? Okay. You go bolting up.
It's a 21 on my stealth.
Nice. So you're well hidden. You just find the deepest shadow you can.
You asked for a perception check. What was the result of that?
I said you see a shadow up ahead.
Oh,
A figure.
I see a shadow up ahead. Well, then I will probably attempt to slow down a little bit.
Okay.
See
you also
what that
see
is.
another cold fire, like the other place that you had been. Up to the right. The shadowy figures to the left down the main cavern that you've been running down. This cold fire is out to the right.
Right. Okay. Well, if I saw something,
You're about
then
where
I'm
the
going
X
to-
is.
Yeah.
The cold fire is up that side, and the shitty figure is down here.
Okay. I'm going to stop running and try to stealth up and see what that shady figure is.
Okay, roll stealth.
11.
Okay. Cleok, a few moments pass, and you see this individual that looks familiar come creeping down the tunnel towards you.
Cookie?
Cleok!
At that, you actually realize that Cleok's right there, looking at you.
So, it looks like our cover's blown. I ran from some guys who were, well, back there. Ria's on the ship, and the captain said we can light a fire and he'll come pick us up anywhere. Where are you guys at?
Well, this is a little bit inconvenient. We got what we came for, but because somebody caused the ruckus and thinned out the base camp, but we think we may be being tailed as well.
Okay. Are the rest of them coming here?
At this, you do hear some footsteps coming up the path you guys had came from Cleoc.
But we can go to any exit or any cave mouth.
Yes.
Potentially get away. I want to look at our handy dandy map that Cookie has no idea we have.
There's one directly to your left that you remember.
Ah, yes. Let's go to the left.
So, Cookie, you see Cleoc head down that bend that you didn't take. And you see there's another
follow
one of those
him, of
little
course.
bunker turret areas with a cold fire.
Yeah, the captain said we could light this fire and signal him.
He actually said throw something out from the port, so it's visible on the outside.
Ah.
Well, I'm not sure a standard issue torch is enough
No.
for that.
Hey. This is fine. I just don't want to light the captain, signal the captain until we're ready. Are we ready? Where's everyone else?
But, oh crap! I thought Jonathan and Sarah were right behind me.
Oh, you are faster. All right.
They do have long strider. They
I
should
like-
have had a pretty decent chance to keep up with me, and I don't think it would be out of in character for Cleo left them.
No. They were like right around the corner behind you a little ways. Like they took a few steps back because they knew they couldn't stealth.
Yeah, because you'd heard something.
Ah,
Once Cleoc has finally told Cookie basically that yes, we are ready to leave.
we got. I said we got what we came for.
Okay, I didn't get
That was one of the first things I said to you. It's like,
Yeah, but the
got what we
group
came
has
for.
to be together.
You'd look over his shoulder, Cookie, and see the other two behind him, being like,
Okay.
"Hi."
I take my hooded lantern, I light it, and I throw it off the end.
Hooded lantern.
Yeah, it can be unhooded. So
Okay.
unhooded, it's a regular lantern, and they're pretty bright.
Yeah. So you're gonna throw that out the hole.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Mark it off your list of equipment.
Done.
A few moments later, you see a ship appear in the plank. You also hear people right on your tail. As you all rush to get on the ship, I need initiative checks from everyone.
Okay.
Awesome. Ooh.
So you know how I said I haven't rolled bad all night?
Nice.
Here's the one.
I got
I
a
could afford
7.
that.
I got a 2.
7,
Oh.
2.
Oh dear.
7.
1.
Okay.
3 total.
Oh yeah, I have 3 total too.
Take these dice back. They're cursed.
I'll get rid of them. I was going to throw them off the table, knowing that they would fully appear right in the middle. Since I know they're coming, can I ready an action to fire an arrow at the first brigand I see?
You can only ready it. Oh, sure. I'm not going to argue.
What can I only ready an action for?
You only have actions when you're in combat, but you know, whatever. DM's in control.
I thought if we're in initiative, that counts.
Oh, he did specify when he sees them.
Okay.
I need to know what your guys' AC is.
Oh boy.
Not high enough.
Actually, yours is plenty high, trust me.
13.
They rolled a
15.
nat 1 on you.
Okay.
Yours is what, Cookie?
15.
You got hit.
17.
You got hit. Saradin?
18.
I think you may have avoided it. Whoa, wait, Cleoc, what's yours?
17.
Ah, they missed you by 1.
Nice. That's due to your fancy stuff, isn't it? Good.
Fancy monk unarmored thing. I don't get my +2 without, initiating an unarmed attack.
Oh, wait, no, that was it. Okay, yeah, so they did hit you. I'm sorry for the confusion. I keep looking at the wrong thing. Cookie, you take 5, and Cleok, you take 5.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Cleok, you see them now, and it's your turn.
Oh, that's good. How many of them are there?
4 of them.
Well,
They all just let loose with their crossbows.
Well, I'm going to shoot one of them with a longbow. That's a 20.
A 20 hits.
I need a
What do you need?
D4.
D4?
Because I'm going to... the longbow's a D8, but one of my Ds is a... I can use a bonus action to deal an additional D4 of damage. Which I will take advantage. That is a 12.
Wow. Your arrow goes right into this guy, like hits him just inches from his heart, and you see he's just like stumbled backwards. Looks like if you hit him much at all, he's going to go down.
And, I guess I get to wait patiently for the ship, while also hiding behind Ceridan.
So you move behind Ceridan. You can actually move to get on the ship.
Oh, I'm getting on the ship.
Okay. Who was next in initiative? Was it Ceridan or Yonovan?
I had a 7. What'd you have, Ceridan?
I had it too.
Okay, so it was Yonovan, Ceridan, then Cookie.
Alright, let's see here. Which one of these guys is closest to me?
There's 4 of them right there at the entrance. 2 are kneeling, 2 are standing. One of the ones standing just got an arrow right in his heart, nearly.
Well, I'm going to shoot that one with a thunder cannon.
Okay.
No. I guess that'll work. 17 plus 4. 21 to hit.
That is.
I need some d6s. Let's see.
I'm gonna pre-roll a couple of these.
How many do you need?
I just need
These
2.
2.
There you go.
I thought your thunder cannon was
Really?
a...
What? How?
I thought your cannon was a...
They both ended up on the ones they were when I hit roll.
Wow. How do you manage that?
I thought your thunder cannon was a 3d6 now.
You are correct. It is 3d6.
There you go. Reroll all of it.
Okay. Uh, 13.
All right. How do you want to take him out?
Just a kindly headshot.
So you guys hear that big explosion of Yanovan's gun go off, reverberating around the cave, and you see the guy's head just disappears.
So I saw this happening one of 2 ways. One of it was just that your shot was so good you split my arrow.
Sure.
The second one is that you missed, but it caused a stalactite to fall on the guy for 13 damage.
Yonovan, are you going to jump on the ship, or are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in the ship.
Okay, Ceridan.
How many guys are left?
3.
Me.
I was hoping that seeing a head fall off their friend might be a bit
Yeah.
intimidating.
We could see some hippo bowling.
Oh. I don't know if they're all bunched up.
They are all bunched up.
Wow.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. This actually was most combat now.
Hippo bowling is fun.
Isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna attack the closest one with a sword slash.
Okay.
Sheridan, get on the ship! As I see him charge off to...
Yeah, you went the other way.
Pretty
You
good.
ran the other way to engage.
Is that a 4?
It is a 4.
You know what? Can I add my precision attack from Battlemaster to that?
I think so. You did Battlemaster? Yeah, I think you can add it to any.
Yeah, then I get to roll a d8 and add it to it.
Okay.
Three. 7, so... I should have gotten on the ship.
7 plus what?
4.
5.
No, it was 3 plus 4.
So 3 plus 4 is 7, plus your strength modifier, which would be another 3, plus your proficiency bonus, which is 2. So I think that's a 12.
Yeah, 12.
Just misses.
Just misses.
He steps aside as you slash hits wide and chips off some of the ice. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Well, I'm too far away from the ship by now, aren't I?
Yeah, you kind of went the other direction.
Yeah. I don't know what else I can do.
I don't know if your maneuvers are bonus actions or not.
What do you mean?
So, for combat, you generally have a standard action, a move action, and a bonus action.
Some of the Battlemasters are, some aren't.
And so you moved closer to the enemy, so that was your kind of your move action. Hey, Macaulay's getting on tabletop. Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on a sec. I've got a note here that I've got +6 to hit roll. What's that about? It's next to my note about the sword. Was that sword have a bonus? I can't remember.
I believe it has a
I think
+1
it was like
bonus,
the
but
sword
you
guys
also
gave
have
me.
to roll for seeing if you go nuts every so often. I don't remember what the conditions were.
If someone damages you, you've got to save or else go berserk against that target.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that would...
If
What
you're
did it
using the
say?
sword.
So that would make it a 13 if you use that sword to attack instead of a 12.
How would it make it a 13? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Oh, is that any better?
It depends what you call better.
It's +1 better.
Does it hit?
Whether that's still a miss.
That would actually have hit.
Oh. So that's 2d6 plus 1, right?
2d6 plus 1 plus your strength.
That's 8, 9, plus 3 on strength. So 12.
12? Okay.
Mhm.
He's looking pretty rough. You cut him deep. And that's your turn.
Also, yay, Ryan, you're alive.
So Ryu can roll initiative if she wants. Cookie, what are you doing?
Okay, so, has the party split apart distance-wise a bunch? Or are we
bit.
still pretty clumped?
It's a bit of distance, but not a ton.
What's the largest distance between any two? Maybe Hippo went out
20.
too far.
So chances are, if you're standing in the middle of everyone, you're within 30 feet of everyone.
That's my goal.
Because I assume that Saradin can only move 30 feet, and Yonovan and myself probably just moved onto the ship.
Yeah.
Which, if we were all in the same position, at most, we're 30 feet from you.
All right. Then I will move to hey, how's Saradin for health?
Saradin?
I have 33.
Is it so you're pretty good on health? Is that
Mhm.
your max?
Yeah, that's my max.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the ship and cast healing. Everyone heals for 29 within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
And it did have a spontaneous magical happening.
Congratulations on
Exciting.
overkill healing, but okay.
So I get onto the ship and basically something happens. I calculated south of me 10 feet. In a 5-foot radius, everyone there suffers disadvantage on ability checks for the next 2 rounds. Which is
That would be the
probably not
campfire.
Okay. Bad campfire.
That campfire's going to be very angry at you.
Uh-huh.
So, Cookie, you healed everyone for 29, but you were missing 5 hit points, and I was missing 5 hit points.
I couldn't tell who was missing what. And I was missing more than 5. I was missing a lot more than 5.
Who hurt you?
So I have written on my character sheet that my health is at 28 plus 18. And I think that's a plus 18 because those were temporary hit points we gained at the beginning of the day. Those can be healed. So I was down to 16, and now I am at 46.
Carry on.
45. Yeah.
Okay. So that's your turn. You're on the ship. Rio, do you want to do anything? You just are on the ship, and you guys just arrived to pick everyone up, and you see they just got shot at. In fact, 2 of them got hit by arrows. Or bolts.
I see my teammates attacking someone. I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at them.
At the teammates?
Roll attack.
Yes, that's how I roll.
So one of them just took a great sword slash because he's apparently sacrificing himself for the group.
Okay, well, I just rolled a 19 on the die, so I'm pretty sure that hits. Where's the D10?
There is one right there.
Okay, I thought so. All right, 6 damage to him.
He's dead. Saradin, the one in front of you that you just, gave a nice gash on, gets hit by this colored energy. How do you want to go ahead and take him out with your lovely energy? Describe your energies, look, your Eldritch Blast.
It's a red-orange beam of energy that flies through and just pierces him through the heart, and then kind of explodes on the other side. Kind of like what you see in an anime.
And that guy just flumps over at your feet, Saradin.
Did you say he's dead or he's still alive?
He's dead.
Well, I guess I don't really do anything at him, do I?
Not your turn yet. What's your AC, Saradin?
18.
Oh, almost got you. Come on. Rio, you joined the fray. What's your AC? Rio, AC? Okay. So, just misses. Alright, so next up is... Top of the round was Cleoc. Top of the round of you guys.
Saradin, what are you doing? Get back here! Our ride's here! And I fire an arrow at one of the two remaining gentlemen.
Okay.
That is a 20.
That hits.
So, bonus action. I can't remember the name of what my extra shot is. I'll have to look it up here in a second. So that is 6 damage.
You shoot
The
over
absolute-
Saradin's shoulder and, like, hit the guy, doing a bit of damage, but not what you'd really want. Total's what, 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay.
That was the minimum amount of damage I could possibly roll.
Yeah. Saradin, you're up.
Jonathan's next.
They're not between
Oh,
me and the.
whoa, you're right. Yanovin's up, and then Saradin. Sorry. Thank you. Yanovin, and then Saradin. Yanuvan. Or I guess Saradin can go wait for Yanovin.
They're not between me, are they? And the ship.
No, they're in front of you.
Then I
Ship's behind
turn
you.
and I get back to the ship.
Okay, roll your attack.
Well,
There's one right next to you, and there's one a step behind him.
For what it's worth, I shot the one next to Saradin.
what is that? 19.
That hits.
What am I rolling for?
Damage. You said you wanted to hit the guy in front of you and then get on the ship.
Oh, I didn't actually say I was hitting him, but yeah, I can do that.
Well, you said you're attacking him. You said
Well,
you
I
want to
just
kill the
said I
guy.
ran for the ship.
Oh, I heard you want to kill the guy in front of you and head for the ship.
Well, no, I'm taking that 19. I attacked him.
Roll your damage. There's
Which
d6s on
one's
the table.
that?
Right there.
Oh, that was too far, sorry.
It's right. It's right there. Roll another one. 10. Plus.
3.
Yeah.
This drink 16, I think.
That's
Yeah,
13.
that's
With the additional 6 from Cleoc, that is certainly a kill. Go ahead and describe your implementation of your greatsword into this individual and his departing.
Well, I swung my sword at him, slammed it right into his neck, and threw to the other side.
Yeah, you slam it into his neck and you start moving it through, but it catches on the armor and then just slides down, and like his whole right shoulder and like halfway down his chest just kind of slumps off to the side. You sundered right through all his armor.
I
You're
like
in-
this sword.
You now can run back to the ship. You will have to wait till next turn to get on, though, because you are right at the base of the ship, unless you have additional movement you can make.
No, it doesn't look like I do.
Okay, so you guys see
Hey,
Sarah
Cleoc.
come running back, and he's like, "Oh, whoa, wait, Cleoc, how long does your long strider last?"
I've got long strider too.
I've got one starter on it, lasts for an hour.
For an hour. Okay, that would have worn out by now.
Okay.
It would have faded not long ago, but yeah, it would have faded by now. But it would be close.
Did Yonovan
So
go?
we'll err on the side of caution and say
No,
he's
I
able
was
to make it.
taking care of it. Okay.
Yonovan, you can do your shot now. There's one person left.
Certainly. Nice. 20 to hit.
Nice.
Hmm.
That's funny. My usual strategy won't work here.
11 damage.
Nice. Yeah, that hits him solid in the chest, and you see him like stagger from the impact, and he's like bleeding.
Woohoo! Run, you fools!
It's fly, you fools. But yes.
You don't have a modifier to your damage at all?
I don't think so.
I thought your gun was a +1.
Oh, you are correct. I thought that was just +1 on attack roll, not on damage.
No, it's a +1. It's a +1.
Cool.
Well, my attack misses. I rolled a 2.
So yeah, it's a 12 damage.
Yeah, he looks.
I'll make a
Very
note of that.
What's your normal playing, Cookie?
Cookie?
My normal play would be to go and drag, someone else when they run out of movement. But there's no way Cookie with 8 strength is going to go out there and budge that hippo.
Hey, I'm gonna let the long strider still be on. It's kind of iffy. It's right on that borderline, but we're gonna let it be on still. In that way, he can jump on the ship.
Okay.
Like he's on the very edge, so you guys are gonna have to like pull him on the rest of the way. But yeah, like he's on the gangplank and needs to take like one more step.
Yeah. We'll pull him on. That's
So
what
if you
Cookie
wanna-
would spend his turn doing.
I was gonna say if Cookie and like Ryu wanted to both grab him, they could yank him in 5 foot, and you guys could head off. Is that what you and
Run,
Ryu want to
Ryu?
do?
Okay, Rio will do that.
Okay.
Because I was going to attack and I rolled a 2.
All right, so you guys go ahead and yank him on and head off. As you do so, you see a certain human individual on the ship go ahead and step forward and do something, and you see the guys trying to shoot at you again as you guys start heading off, and you see his 3 friends get back up, and they all attack him.
The necromancer.
Oh.
Huh.
Cleoc somewhat horrified actually seeing this in person.
You just saw
Maybe
a
not
guy-
horrified, but wide-eyed.
Yeah. So where to, gentlemen?
We got what we came for.
I think we should return the Lady Innes to where she wanted to go and find out who wanted the spear. We've got the details about that. We should go
Indeed.
back.
So you all
Get our
return
payout.
to port after a while of travel. Yonovan, is there anything particular you would like to do before you get into the Phlogiston or not?
Yeah, I'd like to take the spearhead out of the bag of holding and all the other loot and put it into our personal area.
Oh, hey, so the spearhead, you got it.
Yep.
What's it do?
That's what I said. We got what we came for.
Dude, I was stressed.
Well,
That's great.
I guess you were being chased.
Cool, what's it do? It's just a spearhead?
Needless to say, we didn't take the time to identify it.
Yeah, I'll magically identify it now. So it's a 10-minute thing. It's a ritual spell.
We got time.
Yep.
Okay. So you're going to sit down and start identifying it. The
Yep.
captain punches the ship in full to head back to port
Woo.
after you guys left, since you guys said you're ready to head back.
Yep.
And so, that is where we are. Donovan, your 10 minutes elapse.
Do I know anything about this?
I'll send you something you can respond
Alright.
based on how you want on that.
You guys still there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got quiet for a second. Want to make sure I didn't get disconnected.
No, you're good. Donovan was just studying this spearhead.
Is that like
We're all
an
waiting
inscription
to
I
see
find
if
on
you
it?
say us anything.
Is that an inscription I find on it, or just through
Nope,
the
that's
arcane
what
roll?
your spell tells you.
I would imagine that a spear called Vermin Reaver is very good at killing rat.
So first part good, second part kind of sketchy. This is the lost bane of Vermin Reaper. I mean, we kind of guessed that from the name. More can only be gained by sacrifice. So yeah,
Wow.
I put it back in its box and kind of pat the box.
So are we like supposed to kill a rat with it to get more information?
I don't know. I hand the box to Cookie.
Well, what do you want me to do with it?
I mean, you're a de facto leader, so.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, we'll see. That sounds like something we'd rather be rid of than muck around with sacrifice.
Yep. That's my thoughts.
Well, Captain seems pretty capable here. Certainly, that was a fun couple missions in this big exotic nebula thing. See, I guess, if you want to use the word they called it. I call false advertising. I'm just saying. Oh, on our way back, Cookie's very much interested in learning some more about astronavigation. We didn't quite figure it out last time. Unless that's something that takes further
You'll get
study.
You'll get another mark towards learning. What are you at now?
You had me mark half, so I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, you that would be 2. So you're at 3 now.
Okay.
As well as anyone else who wants to learn during this time on it can add 1.
Sure. What else am I going to do on such a tiny doodle ship?
Now, Donovan, I have a really important question for you.
Okay.
Items tomes, trinkets, wealth, or ciphers.
Oh. Tomes would be like spell tomes.
No. Potentially not actual spells, but magical tomes. Tomes of information. Tomes of different aspects, kind of like the other one you have.
Hmm.
I mean, it could be magical, but it's not a guarantee. That's what I
Right.
want to make clear.
I don't know. I think I like items the most because we can end up with unique things rather than just ciphers of one use. Ciphers are cool, but
No, it's cool. It's just
yeah.
that's basically what you threw into your
Bag.
focus of throwing into your bag, because you couldn't literally pack everything in because you didn't have much time.
I mean, now those teeth might be a cipher. I don't know.
Which teeth?
You said there was like a necklace of like teeth or something.
Oh, yeah. No, that was just mundane teeth. There's no scribing
Oh.
or anything on them.
I need to go to the restroom real quick. I will be right back.
Okay.
There's the items you find as you dump your pack out.
Awesome. Holy crumb. I found a few things, guys.
Cool.
You gave up wealth, and you got stuff.
Is the ring of goat like kind of furry?
I believe it's a horn, actually, not furry. Yeah, it's a carved horn ring, so it's basically like a horn of a goat.
So the ring of the goat requires attunement. While wearing this carved horned ring, you can consume virtually any organic matter, such as grass, leaves, twigs, linen, leather, etc., and find it as tasty and sustaining as normal food.
That's incredibly useful.
If you're in the middle of nowhere, yeah.
Well, also, it renders you basically immune to poison. At least intake poisons.
Scholar's monocle.
Not necessarily, because not all poisons are organic matter.
No, sure, that's fine.
And it does state organic matter.
But, I mean, you can eat that toxic plant over there and you're fine.
That, yes.
That's all I'm saying.
So what's going on right now?
We got some cool stuff.
Yonovan's going over magic items and is telling you
I'm
guys
probably
what
just going to copy
found
this
in the bag.
into. I'm just going to copy this into the main because this is
That's fine.
too much to cover.
Oh, no, you're good. I was giving you the choice because you had
Yeah.
dumped them in your bag. You dumped them out of your bag.
I guess I'm checking in with Enos. That's what I am.
Oh, she's currently talking with the other female on the boat. A female halfling. And they're just chatting away. You see that she actually seems genuinely enjoying herself talking with this other individual, who's a bit of a prankster, you've heard.
Evidently, there's a max character count.
Yep, that's why I broke it up into 4 different posts.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome
We
back.
gotta go.
Huh. Let's see, we don't want to drink the potion of become a rat and then stab you with the vermin reaver.
Please no.
We want to go to a strange extra-dimensional tavern?
I mean, that does sound like fun.
You, oh my gosh! You found Mary Poppins!
Hey, this was their treasure tent. I had a bag of holding. I filled it up. I was
He
just
chose-
stuffing
he chose-
something in, and I saw a box that was labeled what we wanted, and also stuffed it in.
So basically he stuffed in a whole bunch of random items instead of the gold or the books that were there. He focused on stuff, and so he got a whole bunch of random stuff.
Okay. Huh. You know, I'm just saying, I bet the captain would really like those pristine boots. He seems the type. Hey, that coward's breastplate is great for someone who doesn't wield a weapon.
Like you?
Well, I do wield a weapon sometimes. But yeah, normally I will not be wielding a weapon. Or Ryu.
Yonavan, were you going to post the other ones, or did you want me to?
I thought I
We use,
posted
we
everything.
use a blade lock.
You did all of the random items.
Oh.
If I remember right, we use a
You
blade
added
lock.
more to mine and not the main. Got it.
Yeah, there's
I was in the middle of copying stuff.
there's potions
I assume-
and there's some other random items.
Yeah, you sent a message to me for an additional thing while I was posting the main, and it redirected. So I thought you posted the rest of the stuff. Anyhow,
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rio uses magically generated swords occasionally. Also, she has mage armor all the time.
Now, who would drink out of a tankard carved with a map from a legendary dungeon? That is interesting.
The guy you just stole from.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not familiar with dwarven lore. What's the name of this dungeon?
You'd have to ask a dwarf.
Oh my goodness, there's some good stuff in here.
yeah, there is.
Moria?
What more you want?
yeah, wise guy.
Couple bags of tricks.
Don't worry, there was a bunch of books. In fact, some of them were tomes full of spells that he passed on.
Hmm. Well, so is there anything in here that, stands out to anyone? Ryu, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
What kind of armor can you wear?
I can wear mage armor all the time, and I wield a sword sometimes.
Okay. But you are a blade block?
I can make a sword appear out of nowhere, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Did you take Hexblade?
Yes.
Then you probably really aren't going to get the most out of the breastplate.
I mean, it's still a breastplate.
It still is a breastplate.
+1.
Can you wield breastplate?
I have mage armor at all times, so it's not that useful.
Okay.
I need to bust out my DMG, just see what some of the stuff is. Because that is a lot of stuff.
Cookie's not equipped for medium armor proficiency.
What is armor proficiency?
Medium armor proficiency is required to wear a breastplate.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think warlocks get medium armor either, so it's kind of pointless.
Let me look.
I don't see why they would, but let me look. I mean, yeah, warlocks Hexblade might have it, but generally, they're not like stabbing people for the standard warlock.
You can take a feat, but
I'm not wasting my feet on that.
I'm just saying it's an option.
It is an option.
I'm very happy with mage armor and high dex. Cleok, do you have higher than 16 AC?
Yes.
It's about time. I remember at level 2, I was as tanky as you were. Well, I couldn't catch arrows, so almost.
Oh, I totally forgot I had that. Oh well, that's. I got hit by an arrow and totally did not use my reaction to catch it.
I guess the Yanovan, what can you equip? For armor.
Let me open up the second edition. The Artificer class is on its 2.1 modification, since it's a play testing class.
Right.
Javelin of Lightning. Javelin is a magic weapon. When you hurl it and speak the command word, it transforms
Light and medium.
bolt of lightning,
Okay.
forming a line.
What's your armor class right now?
Simple weapons.
What's your armor class right now?
Oh, I studied leather, so light.
Okay. Take the breastplate. Coward's breastplate. Okay. Even if you're using a weapon, you don't get the +1, but it's still a stinking breastplate. And that'll give you, I think, a 15 plus up to 2 more from your dex.
Okay.
There you go, Cookie. You can now have a +1 mace.
A +1 mace.
Yeah.
So,
I've got a plus dagger, so I'm sticking with that.
but it's only while I'm not wearing it. No, while I'm not wielding a weapon.
Yeah, so basically ignore that. Assume you're wielding a weapon, but you still have a breastplate. None of the rest of us could use it, really.
+1 Rod of the Pack Keeper.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, So, question, DM. Is that a +1 from its normal place as a breastplate? Or is it just only a +1 from where I'm at?
It's a +1
it's a
breastplate
breastplate
while not
plus-
wielding a weapon.
Right.
If
but
you're
is
wielding a weapon, it's
is
a
a
normal
breastplate
breastplate.
medium armor?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's medium armor +1 when not wielding, and just medium armor without.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Medium armor is what?
It's not just medium armor, it's breastplate. It's a 15 armor class
Oh.
+2, up to +2 for your dex modifier.
And my dex is, +1.
Your dex is +1?
So that'd be a 16 armor class.
Yeah.
And then a 17 if I'm not wielding.
Right.
That's actually pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Well, shucks, guys.
Alright, who likes getting around places? The slippers of spider climbing are really cool.
As awesome as those items are, I'm a
He's got
BS
wings.
monk who can fly.
Right, you don't need to spider climb. I like the idea of spider climbing.
I don't see that.
I think it would be hilarious to see a hippo with spider climbing.
Well,
Okay,
I was
so
just thinking that right as you said that.
That is assuming that we roleplay Saradin into the normal traveling party. If he's just going to leave us and roll up a new character, then no, I don't want to give him the slipper.
I think that the hippo should have them. If not, John is more likely to use them than Rio.
Yeah.
I don't see those on here. What were they? A spider claw?
It's about halfway in the middle. It's boots, slippers of spider climbing.
You can also use a search function.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Also, Bag of Tricks might be one of my favorite magic items ever, and we've got 2 of them.
I want one then. You can have the other.
Oh, here we go.
I was gonna say, I think Cookie might want one, and then he'll want to pick
Oh.
up an item from my house.
Okay, what is
Yes.
actually is that creature? The monocle made out of an eye.
It's a giant. It's an evil giant.
I'm trying to figure out exactly how a monocle is made out of an eye.
I mean, that scholar's monocle's pretty cool. But Cookie's the book guy.
Honestly, if you had a monocle crafted from the lens of a Fomorian's eye, who could tell? It's just going to be a monocle.
Right?
I'll take that if you guys don't mind.
all right. We got a gentleman, hippo.
Well, hold on a second.
I'm sorry. It's just a classic. Yeah, mud crabs with monocles and top hats.
So, assuming that Yana...
You do realize that
all
most of the GIF are portrayed as that time period musket-wielding individuals, just not with the top hats and monocles. So they would fit right alongside people wearing top hat and monocles.
I was about to describe what we got out of our Bag of Tricks. So we've got a rust Bag of Tricks, which can be either one, I'm assuming that Yonovan has spent his time flying, identifying all of this stuff, so we know it's an actual Bag of Tricks.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here with these things, and I'm just like picking them up, staring at them, and like handing them out. As it takes more time, I like set them aside, and yeah, I've been having fun here on the floor.
Bam! Hippo with a monocle.
Yeah.
Monk, do you want the staff of the battle master?
That's the.
That seems like a pretty cool thing for you.
I don't know how much I would use it, but it's very thematic.
Yeah, and it changes into whatever you need for that moment.
And yeah, by the way, I'll take the ones.
Sure, I will take it.
I mean, that's a cool thematic thing. Yeah.
So, which monocle did you want? There's the monocle of the Fomorian's Eye, and there's the Scholar's monocle, too.
I don't think I'd need that one.
So you're going to take the one that just looks cool. Cool.
Well, I'm not exactly a scholar. One of you guys might need it more.
All right.
What's your int character, Cookie?
You know, actually, Cookie's gone to libraries before. I think the Scholar's monocle makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll take the Scholar's monocle.
Probably wouldn't hurt for Yonovan either.
Right.
Oh.
I've got a high int myself.
Yeah, it probably makes most sense for you.
Armor of Gleaming. What is that? Not that I need armor of Gleaming, but.
So, when you guys get back to base, you pick up your loot for accomplishing the rescue of Ennis, and you deliver the spearhead. Delivering the spearhead, she thanks you and gives you a choice.
Okay.
Let one person gain power, have some of her tomes, or acquire precious gems and other valuables.
I don't know, guys. Personally, I think one person should gain power. Unless we want to go shopping, because we're pretty short on raw cash.
I could probably sell some of the stuff. I don't
One
think
person
you
gains power, tomes, or money.
Your pick. I picked items last time. And we have plenty of items now.
So, out of curiosity, what kind of power is this?
I would invoke a right that I have and impart some power to one person. How it manifests within them is unknown, but it
Got the
usually
feeling
is quite impressive and enjoyable.
I vote Cookie.
Yeah, he is kind of weak.
Oh, God.
I was just hoping more random stuff would happen.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm good with that.
This is your guys' quest. I'm staying out of it.
Yeah, make our leader stronger.
Um,
I'm good with that. We got a pile of toys here. I'm happy.
Cookie, I sent you a message.
Okay, thank you.
Reply how you feel after the ritual's complete to everyone, once you read it.
So, Cleoc's a little wary about this. It's like, what? I don't know if you should. Oh wait, it's too late. Never mind.
What was it that Cookie would want?
You don't have to say exact what it is. Just explain kind of how you feel and
Okay.
what you're like when you come back.
Cookie feels I feel smarter. Like really smart right now. What can I do? I don't know yet. I'll have to figure that out.
I wave my hand over Cookie's eyes as they seem glossed over.
Oh, I'm fine. Probably. I mean, this magic hasn't killed me yet. So, should be fun. Yanovan, you take
Yep.
that scholar's monocle?
I do.
Okay. Does anybody need a healing potion? We've got several. Does anybody have healing potions?
I've got one on me.
I have a few.
Yes, I know you do. You have regular healing potions, Cleok?
I've got one.
Give me that one and take 2 potions of greater healing.
Okay.
Because when you're in combat, you want the bigger potions. So we've got 3 potions of healing. Mr. Hippo,
Yes.
you should probably have a couple potions of healing.
And this is not necessarily that you need to take them yourself. You can also use them to revive down teammates, since you are a tank.
Yeah, that's something the tank does often is they shove potions down someone's throat.
Hey, Puny, drink this.
Glug, 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 glug.
And the last one, Ryu, do you have a potion? Or Yanovan, do you have a potion?
I do not have one.
Yanovan, take a potion.
Right.
So does Ryu have the Rod of the Pet Keeper yet?
Yeah, I had it since a couple of sessions ago, I thought.
So
I just haven't had a chance to use it.
So this is another one.
So now you've got 2 of them.
Wait, do they stack?
no, unfortunately.
So I've got a spare in case I break one?
Either
Yeah,
that or
you-
someone else has a Rod of the Pack Keeper if they decide to go Warlock.
That's cool.
Let me check for to make sure I have the charisma to never mind. I'm not multi-classing in the Warlock.
Okay, so spider climbing. Pretty cool. Was that something that I'm interested in it, but who else was interested in it?
The spider climbing?
Yeah.
You can take it if you want. Actually, would the slippers even fit me?
Yeah, magic
Yeah.
things will fit you. They're fun that way.
I
Yeah.
won't lie that the hilarity of it makes me want to wear them.
I think we should. It just sounds really funny.
It does, and it's
Well
very
played.
useful for someone that's hard to get places to be able to get places anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've got the slippers, and I have the monocle. I think that's all I was taking.
Okay.
Now you just need to get yourself a nice outfit and a gun.
I don't use guns.
Here we go again.
Okay. You know, it might be reasonable to interpret that battle staff as being able to turn into a gun. So, Javelin of Lightning. Now this one's fun. It does about half the damage of a fireball, but it does it in I think a 60-foot line. They're great fun, but they're only one-time use per day. And I guess no one's interested.
I mean, it's neat. I think it will work best on Saradin because he doesn't have a ranged weapon right now.
I've got a light crossbow, but yeah, that's not much. What's the item we're talking about?
It's called Javelin of Lightning. It's a +1 javelin, but it's also, its primary function is to be like a half lightning bolt.
Well, hey, gents, let's quickly do this. Sorry for interrupting.
All right.
So now you guys are back at port. You split up your loot, enjoy your time, and when you're ready to set off, you talk to the captain again with some other jobs you find. Those jobs we'll discover next week. All right?
Okay.
Sounds good.
See you guys then.
All right.
Then